Well, all geologists are interested in the geologic history of a surface or of a planet. I'm mainly interested in the history as recorded through impact cratering on the surfaces of the Moon and Mars, particularly what it does to rocks, shocking them into glasses and perhaps preserving biosignatures. Oh, it's a really great time to be studying Mars, but it's not ideal. Ideally, we would send a geologist like we do on Earth to pick up rocks and look at them in the laboratory. Because that's not possible with Mars, we send rovers. The rovers have all the laboratory instruments on them, but there's some give and take with engineering and cost and launching it on a rocket to Mars, that they're not always the best instruments we could have. It has, like I said, it's a trade-off between engineering and costs. And the rover has encountered some rocks like this. So fortuitously, if we hadn't had this rock, we wouldn't know that Martian meteorites, rocks from Mars, and some rocks the rover found are just like this rock. But we needed this rock to kind of close that gap of what is the rover instrumentation telling us. It was hypothesized by other colleagues that groundwater upwelling was responsible for these sulfates and clays on Mars. So we tried to we did a survey of about 200 craters and found the deepest one happened to have channels running down into it. Those channels terminate about 200 meters above the crater floor. Remember, a crater's a big hole in the ground, and so therefore we hypothesized it might be a lake there. Then by really focusing in on the bottom of this, the floor of this crater, we found calcite, which is kind of falls in that group with sulfates and clays. You need water to make it, to concentrate that mineral. And also we didn't find sulfates, but we found clays. So clays and calcite are on the bottom of this crater floor. A second crater that's on the rim of the big crater, McLaughlin, sent some ejecta, sent material into probably the lake, and it splashed and flowed to make a fairly large deposit on the floor of the larger crater, McLaughlin. So, and hopefully in 30, 40 years, we can send a sample return or man to Mars to retrieve some of these materials to see if our hypothesis is correct, if biosignatures are preserved in this aqueous deposit.